Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes...
Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. Shouldn't be a problem here. Don't leave it short. Wow. She has this attempt for par. That's costly right there.
Painful. Even par, currently.
To 1 over par early on in this round. In for bogey, now sitting at 2 over for the round. At the third tee now, Frank, and what are we staring at here?
This green is anything other than symmetrical, so, well, if you can call them corners, more like ragtails, but beautiful par 3.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. On the green, and a chance for birdie. And setting up here in the rough. This is a putt for birdie from long range. Probably would be happy to get down in 2. So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
18 feet from the bottom.
Oh, how did that miss?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that one was dead center. And getting ready for the putt. Not the best start, 2 over par. So with that, 3 over par now for the round. Bay, you can see what this golf course is all about with those dunes on the left and all that sand down on the right. A lot of trouble here.
Yeah, first hole, Rich, really that bends to the right, but if anything, you want to keep the tee shot down the left side. It's going to give you a better angle to the green. And unlike the 2 previous holes, this fairway slopes to the other direction, to the right.
Beautiful looking shot right here. Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Good contact, good result. Frank, the USGA was determined to hold a U.S. Open in the state of Washington. It had never hosted one before.
Sure, and we're seeing it with Chambers Bay. These are golf courses, I think, that any level of players can go out and play, rather than the U.S. Opens of the sort of the 80s and the 90s that were just so stringent.
So we have, Frank, these days golfers are training like high-level athletes from other sports. Rory McIlroy, for example, has been using a guy by the name of Steve McGregor, who happened to be the trainer for the New York Knicks of the NBA.
And part of his training now is high altitude. The majority of the medal holders, for example, in the Olympics, or medal winners in the Olympics, actually use high-altitude training. So many different types of training from the athlete side, but you go back to the old days of Henry Cotton beating an old tire. Vijay Singh picked up on that. Or even the rhythm of Sam Snead. He used to count in the rhythm. It was 1, 2, 3. It was 1 at the top of the swing, 2 at impact, and 3 at the follow-through. All those things are still very valid today.
Frank, that's a quality shot.
16 feet or so away. Very makeable.
Third shot, looking for a good one. A good 20-footer here.
Well, the fourth hole looks like it's going to claim another victim. It's no snack, though.
Man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Right off the edge. Wow.
That hurts.
Not her best effort, walks away with a bogey. This would be a double bogey for her. Rough day so far, 4 over par on the round. Well, Frank, here at the 5th, and I'm not sure about my chances at a hole that's called free fall. I mean, are you kidding?
Well, should be, it starts to pinch in that fairway, that is. That's a ginormous tee shot.